So I recently started taking this supplement, and this supplement is great for BO, or body odor issues, and that's actually not why I'm taking this supplement. I'm taking it for another reason, but it's kind of a little added side effect, you could say. There's a couple of side effects, one good, like the issue with helping to control body odor, but there's another side effect which is, well, more kind of funny than anything else. But before I talk too much about supplements, I just want to say that I kind of debated about talking about this at all, because obviously when you're talking about supplements, you really don't want to encourage someone to take a supplement without them talking to their doctor about it. And this certainly is one of those things that you don't want to just take unless you talk to your doctor, especially if you're on some kind of medication. So I'm not encouraging anybody to take this, but I am just talking about it because it's something I just started taking again. Don't go out and take it just because I'm talking about it. Okay, there, we've gotten that out of the way, I think. So this is Chlorella, and yes, that's Chlorella, not cholera. A little different there. This is Chlorella, which is a blue-green algae. And I know that may sound a little bit disgusting, but other cultures have eaten algae as a food source for quite some time. If you're in North America, it may be a new idea to you. I started taking Chlorella because it is high in iron and B vitamins, and that's something that I find that I need from time to time. Especially right now, I have been eating a little bit more frugally, which means I'm not eating a real wide variety of foods. Fruits and vegetables are kind of minimal for me. I am eating fruits and vegetables, but I'm eating a very few kinds of fruits and vegetables just because I'm trying to keep my food costs down a little bit. So it's a good time for me to think about taking a supplement to help with some of the things I might not be getting in some of the foods that I'm not introducing into my diet, if that makes sense. So there are certainly a bunch of benefits, and there are some drawbacks to taking Chlorella as a supplement. One of the things I kind of disagree with when looking at some of the brands out there is that they seem to tout that Chlorella is a great source of protein. And it is a complete protein, which is unusual for a plant-based protein. There are a few out there, but there are very few that are complete proteins. And that's important for some of us. Like me, I'm a flexitarian. I eat most everything, but I don't eat a lot of red meat for a variety of reasons. So I do kind of need protein, but looking at taking a supplement as far as protein-wise, I don't think makes a lot of sense. You'd have to take an awful lot of this to get much protein out of it to actually do you any good. So I kind of disagree with some of the marketing on Chlorella in particular, but it is a good product if you look at some of the other benefits of it. Now, getting over into the benefits of Chlorella, there are quite a few, as long as you are okay on taking the supplement. Chlorella is high in vitamin A, it's high in iron, and it's high in B vitamins, especially B12. And those are all things that I find that I need. And if I just get a little bit more of those things, I do feel quite a bit better. And I really like to get those from fresh food sources. But like right now, like I've explained, I'm not spending a whole lot of money on varied amounts of food, and so it makes a lot of sense for me to start taking Chlorella again, just for the fact that I can make sure that I am staying up on all those really necessary nutrients that I need, and certainly make me feel better. Now, there's a big variety of Chlorella out there on the market, and you'll find it in powdered form. You'll also find it in caplet form. I prefer to take these little tablets, and the reason is that they're just tiny and they're easy to swallow. Probably the powdered form would be really easy for some people, especially if you're making smoothies on a regular basis. You can just throw a teaspoon or tablespoon of that in your smoothie. And as far as the flavor of it goes, if you're throwing it in a smoothie that contains berries or something, you're probably not even going to notice a flavor of it. on its own. If you take it by itself, of course, it does have a little bit of a flavor to it. Maybe kind of a fishy flavor, I would say, at least to my taste buds. I'm not a huge fan of the flavor, but I don't find it off-putting. It's just easiest for me to use the tablets just because they're easy to swallow. They're tiny and you just don't even really notice them. Now, if you're interested in the powdered variety of Chlorella, there are a bunch of different brands and products out there on the market. If you're looking for the tablets like I am, there are quite a few less. And in the past, I have always stuck to one brand. That's this one here. And this brand is Health Force Superfoods. I actually knew the owner of this company, and he's a really cool guy, and I knew that he made really good products, and so that's why I have always used this brand in the past. Unfortunately, when you make really good products, they really are expensive, and so this is not a cheap product. So when I ran out of this, I went to the store intending to buy some more, but the price of it was a little much, and so I ended up just going with a different brand, and this is a product from Japan. And from what I've researched, this seems to be a really well-liked product and a really well-made product, and so I went ahead and just switched just because of the price. Now, I just switched to this Japanese brand, so I don't know if there's really going to be any difference. It's just been a couple of days now, but as far as the looks of the tablets look exactly the same. So I'm guessing it's going to be, if it's not the same exact product, I'm guessing it's going to work exactly the same as I've had in the past. So as I've mentioned, I'm taking Chlorella mostly for the iron and the B vitamins, but of course it has this nice little side effect in that it works as a natural deodorant, and that's something I've really found quite beneficial in the past. We've had a little heat wave here in Southern California. It got up over 80 degrees in San Diego, and it's funny that I just started taking the Chlorella just the last few days, right before the heat wave started. And so it just got me thinking about the fact that this little side effect, this little natural deodorant side effect of the supplement might be an interesting thing for other people to know about. And one thing I'll share is that the recommended serving size is 10 of these little tablets. And I found that 10 is kind of more than I need, at least on a normal basis. If I'm feeling like I need a little bit more B vitamins, I may kind of go closer to that 10 count. But usually I just take 3 or 4 of these tablets, and that seems to be sufficient for me, at least most of the time. So there you have it, a little supplement that I've been taking on and off for several years now, and I think I'm going to try to stay on it at least through the warmer months because of the extra benefit of that natural deodorant. I've found it to be really helpful. Now, again, may not be something that you should take necessarily. Definitely talk to your doctor about it before you just start taking it. But I have really found a lot of benefit with it. Now, I will say that there is one little funny side effect that doesn't really matter quite so much. But you see how green these little tablets are? Well, they will make your poo green. So just know that if you start taking this as a supplement. It'll be surprising when it happens, even though you know it. But it's just a little funny side effect. Doesn't really make any difference, does it? Anyway, hope this has been helpful. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it.